Why is it that so many of us as Christians don't see the value of the cross, even though we saw it when we first got saved? Because somewhere along the line we lost the substance and significance and importance of understanding the nature of sin against the standard of a holy, righteous God. The Bible describes sin as a bill. Remember the Lord's Prayer? Forgive us our debts. It's referring to sin, but he uses it as a bill. You and I are in debt to God because his standard is non-negotiable, but God demonstrated his love. God says, I can't compromise my character. I gotta stay God. I'm holy, I'm righteous, but I love my creation. So how can I demonstrate my love without compromising my character? I gotta get full payment. They can't afford to pay because it'll take them forever, but I can't change the bill. Somebody else then must pick up the tab. But the person who picks up the tab can't be in debt themselves. You can't pay my bills off if you can't pay your bills off. So somebody's got to pick up the tab. And since Romans 6:23, the wages of sin is death, therefore the bill is death because of sin. Somebody's got to die who's not in debt. But the only person not in debt is God. But the problem with God is God can't die because God is a spirit. So I need somebody with the perfection of God, but who's a man like me who can die. So guess what God did? God became a man. His justice demands death. His love offers mercy. Therefore, there must be a person who is perfect, but who can also die. So God becomes a man in the person of God the Son, Jesus Christ. Now stay with me here. Jesus Christ is the perfect Son of God. He who knew no sin became sin for us. Please don't misread that. How bad was that moment? See, we think that the pain of the cross was the cat o' nine tails that stripped his back, was the cross on his head that crushed his skull, were the thorns in his hands and feet and spear in his side. All that was painful, but it was nothing compared to that one moment when Jesus looked up to heaven and said, my God, why hast thou forsaken me? At that moment, Jesus became sin. What do I mean? When Jesus said, my God, why hast thou forsaken me? You had something to take place in that moment that had never taken place before and will never take place again. There was, watch this now, an interruption in the Trinity. There is a split in the Trinity. Okay, wait a minute, you got to follow me now. Jesus Christ, the eternal Son of God, looks up to his Father and says, my God, why hast you forsaken me? So on the cross, when the whole sin of the whole world was hurled at Jesus Christ, the Father turned his back on the Son and said, in essence, go to hell. On the cross, God told Jesus, go to hell. Because that's exactly what Jesus did. Jesus Christ experienced hell so that you and I could experience heaven. There was a credit transfer. God transferred or credited to Jesus our sin, but when you came to Jesus, he credited to you the righteousness of Christ. So I stand before God as though we've never ever committed a sin. Even though we are sinners, I got a credit. And it's a Jesus credit. That means it's a perfect credit. I stand before God as though I have never sinned. When God looks at me, he's looking at perfection. Not because I'm perfect, but because I got a credit in my account from Jesus Christ on deposit, and I stand before God as righteous. That's where Christians come in, because he says, now I want you to live based on the credit that you have. I deposited righteous, so now I want you to be righteous, because you got that much in your bank account. Now a lot of us got righteous in our bank account but not spending it. What God wants us to do is to live up to our status in Jesus Christ. I just want you to know this cross isn't some nice stained glass window. This cross is God interrupting God because he loved you so much.